Guys, welcome to Black Scout Survival Late Night Live, man. So the SNAP benefits are still down, and I'm going to show you what peace looks like. Check it out.
You want to see something crazy? And we in prime time. It's like 7:30 Thursday night. Where is all the foolishness? It's just not present. I don't understand. It's not empty, but I can walk around and listen. Shh, shh, shh. I can hear myself think. What's going on? What could be the cause? There's very little chaos happening. I'm the only person that I can hear speaking. Look at this. A whole lot of nada. And let's just be honest, it's pretty nice.
Man, I hadn't been to Walmart literally in years because it is crazy. But now you can walk through like it's a damn ghost town, okay? So if you need something from Walmart, now is the time, folks. Now, let's talk about, we were told things were going to get better. But let's talk about what better actually looks like, man. So a 50-year mortgage, they're saying. 50 years. So President Roosevelt, 30-year mortgage, Trump, 50-year. He posted that. 50-year mortgage, right? We'll talk about that in a bit. $2,000 tariff check that doesn't exist, and the Walmart Thanksgiving box with less food sold as a deal. Welcome to the new American dream. You'll own nothing, eat less, and thank your government for it. Sounds like Agenda 2030, doesn't it? Right. It's in full effect. The globalists and the Uniparty are literally making it happen. Okay. So Trump has floated the idea of the 50-year mortgage. Okay. Like I just showed. Now, it might sound nice on paper because, you'll have a few $100s less a month. It'll make owning a home affordable again. First off, you won't own anything. I mean, who doesn't want to pay 20 more years of interest? But let's translate this. You'll be paying until you die, okay? Again, FDR gave us the 30-year mortgage so a man could buy land, raise a family, and eventually own something. Now, the banks hand you a leash twice as long and call it freedom. If you do the math, let's just look at California, $802,000 home in California at 6% interest, 30 years, total cost $1.7 million, 50 years, $2.5 million. That's $800,000 more to the bank for your privilege of pretending you're middle class. That wouldn't fix the housing crisis, man. That would be just stretching the chains. And it does fit the WF prophecy perfectly. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy, except you won't. You'll just die renting from Wells Fargo. Okay, that's what this is. Sad day, but it's true. Now, let's talk about this so-called tariff dividend Trump pumped out, okay? People who are against the tariffs are fools. We are now the richest, most respected country in the world with almost no inflation and a record stock market price. 401ks are higher than ever. We are taking trillions of dollars and will soon begin paying down our enormous debt. 37 trillion, record investments in the USA, plants and factories going up all over the place. A dividend of at least $2,000 a person, not including high-income people, will be paid to everyone. Now, if you post it, man, I take it as fact. Okay, I'm going to take it as fact. But I will say this. Now, the stocks are much better than Biden. Biden was absolutely put them in the gutter. Okay, people are losing tremendous amounts of money in the stock market or 401ks. But Trump on True Social brag about that. Okay, and supposed to be about tariff revenue. But here's the problem: the Treasury only collected $195 billion in tariffs this year. That payout will cost $300 to $500 billion. Even my accountant marine buddies can tell you those numbers don't add up. And first off, no, there's no marine accountants. We're very good at math. Not really. And then literally days later, though, this comes out. No more tariffs on China. He cut it, I guess, after the meeting with Xi Jinping, cut the tariffs. So who exactly is paying the tariffs that don't exist? That's like promising a steak dinner after going vegan. Oh, man, you're vegan. Oh, I was going to get you a steak dinner, dude, over there at Roost Chris. This isn't a stimulus, man. This is theater. Just like a lot of things that's going on in the world in this time. It's just like, if I say it, people believe it. Just like Obama was going to be getting chased by police cars and he committed treason. Nothing's happened to the guy. Doesn't matter, right? You can't fund America and Americans comeback on imaginary math and political dopamine hits. And that's what this is, dopamine hits. And, now that we live in a digital world with social media, if you notice, a lot of Trump's cabinet is consistent with people that are influencers, to say the least. And the reason why is because a lot of people view social media as it. That's it. Which, obviously mainstream media, you can't pay attention to them anymore. But the fact of the matter is that that's how the war's fought these days, to be honest, right? Now, I'm going to talk about the Thanksgiving dinner victory lap for a moment. Trump posts that under me, Thanksgiving is 25% cheaper than under Biden. He said Walmart proved it. Now, that is until you actually open the box. Okay. This is the breakout from Walmart. Walmart cut 28% of the items and swapped everything for great value generics. That's not cheaper. That's smaller with generic items. Okay. I mean, there was, if you just scroll down through here, man, there's name brand stuff in here. Okay. Swanson and things like that. But obviously, man, a lot less items. Okay. It's like, it would be like, and take a screenshot of that if you want, but it would almost be like bragging that your car burns less gas after somebody stole the engine out of it. Right. It's gaslighting with gravy and mashed potatoes. Now, NBC reporter pointed that out, missing food, and Trump went fake news on them. Check it out.
Mr. President, since you brought up the Walmart Thanksgiving meal, and it is cheaper, but it also contains less. As affordability,
well, I haven't heard that. You're telling me. Who are you with? Who are you with?
I'm with NBC News, sir.
Fake news. NBC. You're fake news. What a NBC's gone down the tubes along with most of the rest of them.
I mean, I do love when he calls them out as fake news, because they are fake news, period. I do love that. I heard the other day there's a guy that he roasted last week. I think it was CBS, maybe MSNBC. I can't remember. He roasted the guy, but the guy went on late night being questioned about it, right? He roasted him pretty bad. And the guy said after the conference, Trump called him over and he said, "Hey, man, that was just, just doing my thing." He's like, "I ain't got no problems with you." And it's kind of like the WWE effect. You know what I mean? And really a lot of this is show voting for Americans is what it is. Exactly what it is. And we see that quite often. Now, the next thing we have is the Billionaires against Thomas Massie. This is some of Trump's inner circle donors, billionaire donors. Now, these people were named, like John Paulson, and I'm pretty sure Paul Singer. I'm not sure if Miriam was, but Paul Singer, I'm pretty sure Thomas Massie named and John Paulson in the Epstein list. Okay, so I think they are named in the list. He's saying that they have to dump another $20 million to unseat Thomas Massie. Now, the thing is that, I get a lot of people are still like wrapped up in politics. I kind of like fell off. Like, I just figure they're all part of the same, bird, like people say. But Thomas Massie, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, is one of the few liberty-minded guys left in Congress. He actually votes against bloated spending. He actually read bills. Him and Rand Paul both do. They go against the government debt, which they're always trying to push for some reason. And some reason Americans believe like once like the inflation happens and prices increase on goods, you think the manufacturer's ever going to bring the price back down? Their costs, manufacturing costs, may go down, but they're gonna say, man, I can get it at this price. Why not I just make more money? And really, that's part of the play, I think, in a lot of this game that we call, the free market. But, to me, I don't think it's so much as left versus right, but us against the donor class. Because when billionaires start funding America first, it stops being America first. It becomes donors first. I talked about that the other day on my video on Thursday with the new MAGA, Peter Thiel and all these guys, where they are essentially trying to influence and make the new MAGA and basically a billionaire authoritarian regime. And I think that is the way it's going to go. They'll spend millions to silence one man, telling them no. Thomas Massie, 20 million, crazy. And the people who voted for Drain the Swamp are now watching billionaires refill it with gold bars. That's what's happening. They are literally refilling it. And I think it's chilling coming into my next story, because the world has taken a terrible trajectory. It really has. It's taken a terrible turn. And I'm gonna show you something very real, and it touched me quite a bit. Alec Pinstone, a 100-year-old British World War II veteran, and he's not the only one, because I saw a Marine veteran from World War II say the same thing last year. Okay, he said we fought in vain. The country's worse now than when we thought we were fighting for freedom. Okay, that hurts. And I think about friends of mine who've lost limbs and so we're, but this guy's friends died, and you look at the world, you take a look around, and it hurts. It hurts your heart.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
What do you mean by that, though?
She's trying to shut it down, this other guy's. And especially in the UK, man, it's really bad as far as freedom. Here in America, freedom is pretty screwed too, but much worse in the UK. I see people getting arrested for social media posts, and obviously the mass immigration that no one has tried to fix there. The D-Day darlings. You think about what has happened, and man, I brought up before years ago, War Pigs, by Black Sabbath, and it really makes you question fighting for the bureaucrats, serving the bureaucrats, the donor class, and I commend anyone who serves their country. They have the right heart. The sad fact is that the bureaucrats, the globalists, they abuse good men. That one hits hard, because he's not just talking about Britain. He's talking about the whole Western civilization. Those men stormed beaches, man. They froze in foxholes. They believed their sacrifice meant something, and now their countries are being dismantled by suits and bureaucrats who never bled for anything. They grew up in a completely different lifestyle. Tomorrow's the Marine Corps' birthday, Semper Fidelis Marines, Veterans Day right after. And the sad truth is the men who fought tyranny abroad are watching it grow at home. These guys fought Nazis. We fight narratives now currently. It's a different battlefield, same enemy. It's all about control. And sad, man. That one hurts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on that. But if we recap the state of the union right now, SNAP's still down, FAA's down pretty much. Thanksgiving dinner's smaller. Your mortgage is eternal. Your tariff check is imaginary, and your politicians are funded by billionaires. But sure, everything's fine. Go grab your Walmart meal box, smile for the camera, and say, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" They turn the American dream into a subscription plan. But we're not subscribers. We're the builders, the fighters, the ones who still remember what freedom costs, like this gentleman here. Stay frosty, stay strapped, and always stay dangerous. Black Scout.